The most common question that we've received from growers has been about what will happen to storage and handling fees. CBH has used every opportunity to point out that its storage and handling fees are lower than the East Coast. This has just been a bit tricky with the numbers. It fails to recognise the difference between the West and the East Coast grain markets. In Western Australia, about 95% of our production is exported. By contrast, in the East, an average of only 1/3 is exported through the bulk handling system, because the first 12 million tonnes each year are absorbed by the huge domestic market and the container trade. It is only the surplus of production each year that is exported in the East, meaning that in a drought year, exports can get close to zero. This volatility has a huge impact on asset utilisation and cost recovery in the East, so storage and handling fees reflect this. This is not a product of the company ownership, it is a product of the grain market. To provide a level of comfort, Australian Grains Champion is proposing that any future storage and handling fee increases are capped at inflation for the next 5 years. So what happens after those 5 years have passed? The fee increases that GrainCorp has levied since deregulation are a guide as to what a publicly listed company might do. Since deregulation in 2010, GrainCorp's storage and handling fees have increased by 15.4% compared to a CPI increase of 15% over that time. Last year alone, CBH increased their fees by close to 8%. This puts paid to this fanciful notion that just because a company has shareholders, its fees will rise at a much faster rate than CPI. Australian Grains Champion is acutely aware that we need to keep storage and handling prices low so that growers continue to use the CBH storage and handling services, and that will keep tonnes in the system, and that's what everybody wants.